Hey folks, it's Friday morning here, nice and cloudy. That big storm system I think is about to cross the mountains, and we'll see what we got coming on later today. It was really nasty Tuesday night. I started filming that little clip I put at the front of my last video when the things started calming down. That was the worst wind I had seen and heard since the tornado in 2008. I'm really surprised that there was any garden left whatsoever, but I've been saying I was extremely blessed. And the things that I do, there's a much higher power that's involved in all of this. It's not just me, and the fact that I actually have a garden left to show y'all, I think is pretty much a testament to that. But this is garden number 2. This is my 3rd year working this spot right here. It's about 50 by 125. So it's not quite as wide as I need it, and it's a little bit longer or not long enough. My sprinkler would do 75 by 75, so what I've got to do is widen this thing up a little bit and make it a little bit longer. I'm working on it on this side over here, trying to dig down, go down the hill a little bit, dig up some more stumps and things and clean that stuff up. Down in there is where that big old copperhead was laying a few weeks ago. I'm not real thrilled about that, but he's dead and gone, or she's gone anyway. But I'll show you what I got. It's nice, nice little garden here. There goes Robin, one of my cats. We can start off on this side. This is where the squash was, and several of them laying in the rows now. I've got gaps in them where the wind just snapped them off, but not too bad. I got some in another garden that will more than compensate for this. Plenty of them. Got a few peppers here and there that I've set out. Some little chocolate bells. Never grown them before. A lady up in Michigan sent me those seeds. Got a few eggplants. Don't have as many bug holes in these, surprising. Some peppers that I set out without hardening them off really good, and they pretty much paid the price, but they'll come on back. Some more peppers. These are some hot cherry bombs. It's supposed to turn red, look like a little cherry tomato, but it ain't nothing to play around with. Right here we got 2 little rows of Burgundy Okra that David sent me from down in Texas. David Jr. Thank you, sir. I'm going to try them and see how they do. Right here is the two full rows of Kennebecks. Saved the potatoes from last year and planted these. I would have showed y'all this with the other potato video when I first planted, but when I come up here and started planting it, the wind was just too bad, and it made a terrible video. We got tomatoes over here. This is some of the 2 new rows of CRW I bought and made my cages. Red brandywines. I know they're going to grow straight up, so they'll need these cages right here. This is a row of Rutgers. Supposed to be, if my seed is true, an indeterminate, but I think the way they're bushing out, they're going to be determinates, but they should still fill out this cage pretty good. Got plenty on there right now also. Actually, that's pretty quick. I already got tomatoes on these things. And still eating tomatoes in the greenhouse. That's unreal. And this row right here is Jubilees. And as you can see, these are my heavy duty tomato stakes. These are white oak, cut pretty thick, so they ought to hold up a whole lot of tomatoes. Hoping anyway. And I mix in a cage here and there on this row just for a little more stability. Right here, got some zucchini. Got the first blossom this morning that I have seen. That's a female. So, but that's not going to do anything unless a male opens up somewhere close by and a bee comes by and gets hold to it. Unless I can find one to help pollinate it myself. And right in the middle of this, I got a little wash area. So what I'll probably end up doing is leaving this wash area intact and make a place 75 by 75 on both sides of it. That'll give me 2 ideal garden spots. Down here we got a row and a half of striped bush beans, snaps. Then I got 3 1/2 of Ford Hook 242s, the big limas. So I'm going to grow a butter bean or lima bean. I might as well get something big enough to mess with. I don't care much for them little bitty small ones. And we got 4 little short rows of corn. This is some Merrick sweet corn I had left over from last year, the year before. Came up pretty good. The first 3 rows came up real good, and this 4th row, I don't know why, but she's lagging. So I put a little bit of nitrate out here just before the last rain, and that soaked in real good, so they have greened up nicely. So looking forward to some sweet corn as long as I can keep the coons out, and I've already got rid of 4 of them this year so far, so I think I've got the upper hand thus far.